Okay, let's get started. The first tab for import, you need to have their gradebook ID, last name, first name. You will have that formula for every column. You have to make sure that there's a hashtag, a number sign, pound sign, whatever it is, in the end of line. Otherwise, it will not upload. Okay, so this tab right here is the roster tab, and this is where all the calculations are done, where it draws and crunches. It will have two formulas that you're going to put in depending on your needs. And in this part, you have to fill out the gradebook ID, student ID, last name, first name, and email in that order. Each one of these columns are a different assignment, and you're going to put in the formula underneath it, depending on what you're doing for that. The Delta Math download tab is just that. You download it, copy and paste it exactly the way you see it. And this right here is a tool to help you determine what values to put in the formulas. I'll show that to you in a second. All right, let's go ahead and put in an assignment here. So I'm going to put it to the right of the emails and at the very left of all the assignment numbers because that kind of mimics what Delta Math does. See how the new assignment goes in the very first column of assignments? So I'm going to copy and paste the name of the assignment, keep it consistent, and I can come in and double click right there. Okay, format it. So I'm going to go up and take that formula. So you notice that there's those X's right there, bright red X's. I'll show you what to do. Go ahead and copy that formula, paste it underneath, and those are the three places I have to put in the correct column. Okay. So how do I find that? Let's go and find the assignment again. It is in column E. What number is that? Go to the columns tab. Oh, column E is number 5. So I'll come back over here, go to that formula, double click on the X's, enter 5. Double click, 5, double click, 5. My formula is correct, but I need to put in an equal sign at the beginning to trigger it to start the calculations. There we go. So go ahead and double click on that bottom right corner to drop it all the way down. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and put in a unit total. Okay, let's go ahead and total for unit 1. I haven't done that one yet. Okay, so if you know how to use the sum formula, you don't need to copy and paste it. But if you don't, go ahead and take that sum, paste it there, and you're going to, we're going to add these columns together, those 3 columns, because those are my unit 1 assignments. Okay, so those 2 double X's, they're the the cells that we start and finish. So that first cell, I'm going to be starting in H5, H5, and the second cell is where I'm ending, which is going to be J5. Okay. Now again, there's my formula, but I have to put in the equal sign to trigger it. There we go. Okay. So go ahead and drop it all down. And you'll notice everything's 0 because I haven't dropped down the rest of the assignments. So there we go. Drop all those down, double click, and there we go. Everything's all added up for that total for the unit. All right, so now that we have our totals, let's go ahead and get ready to upload. Go to the first import as CSV. Okay. All right, we're going to put in that first formula. It's the Launchpad unit totals. So let's go to Launchpad. Which column is that in? Oh, there it is. It is K. What is that? Column K is column 11. Excellent. Go there, double click, and I'm going to put in 11. And I'm also going to put in the equal sign to trigger the formula. Okay, there we go, and I'm going to drop it down. Next, let's go. Also have the total of unit 1. That is in column G. Come over here. G is 7. Let's go to 7. Double click, put in 7, and put in the equal sign. There we go. And drop down. I can save it and nothing changes. This is my master and I just keep adding to it. All right, here is a word of caution for you. Once you have it set up, I encourage you to keep it the same order. Like if you go into roster and you change the columns around, the assignment columns should recalculate, the totals may not, and I can't guarantee it. So I encourage you to just, once you have it set up, just leave it that way. Leave it that way. And when you add a new assignment to Delta Math, just let it automatically order it the way it wants, and you shouldn't have any issues continuing on with this spreadsheet. Okay, so let me show you something you must check before you import. Okay, go to A1, Control A, check it out. Do you see how I didn't drop both of the first two columns, D and E, all the way to the bottom? And you notice column K, the end of line indicator, didn't drop that all the way down. So I'm going to be missing some things. So double check your work. Unlike me, I'm going to go ahead and use this because this is just a sample, but always double check and make sure the columns are dropped all the way down. All right, so after I have saved that master, I'm going to take the first tab, open up a new spreadsheet, and copy the whole thing in there. I'm going to delete out what I'm not uploading this time around, what's not ready to be uploaded. And then I'm going to save it as a CSV. Okay, I'm going to name it something like, I don't know, the date, Delta Math upload. Just a reminder that I want to do a separate upload sheet. I don't want to mess with my master when I'm deleting out those columns. I don't want to upset that. Okay, so there we go. It is ready for upload. And just one more quick reminder, if you keep adding to that master and follow this process, then every time you go in and you do like Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, not only will it upload the new unit, but it will also recalculate all the work that the students have submitted since the last time you updated it. So you can continually update all the grades at once. So if you have any questions, concerns, or problems, please let me know.